on today's show, what's this lump? How much parmesan can I fit in my cat? Are middle-aged men in lycra the worst fucking thing to happen to this planet? And does my mum make a mean casserole or what? All this going on today's show. Now over to a Middle Eastern man in a nice cotton hat. So, we're going to play a game now. It's called... Do you know what really pisses me off? Coined by some fucking absolute autist, I know, called Miles. He's proper acoustic. Basically what we have to do is talk on a rant for 30 seconds. I'm going to time it on my phone. If you can't fill a rant in 30 seconds, we get to slap the shit out of them.
Fucking what?
Did I not? Oh, okay, I didn't mention that to you guys before. So yeah.
We all do this.
Yeah. Miles, your rant is going to be on... cigarettes! Segue of the week. Yours is going to be on tobacco. You have 30 seconds. Timer starts now.
Do you really fucking piss me off about tobacco? So they've now released this, they've now changed it so all tobacco looks the same. So I was around Liam's house, and one of the things was we all had tobacco on the table. But now I have to open the packet up and look at it to actually find the tiny writing that tells me what the brand is, because they all now look identical. And also the fact that they've made it so you can only buy 30 grams, and that's the smallest. Like, if it's that bad, ban it so no one else can buy tobacco. Don't just fucking steal more money off me. Like, because I used to get 12.5 grams and then smoke, because it would make me smoke less because I had less. And then I'll just buy 12.5 grams. But now it's 30 grams, I have to spend like £15 for tobacco at minimum each time because I don't fucking smoke cigarettes. And when I started smoking, I bought tobacco because tobacco was cheaper and you got more than cigarettes. So tobacco was always cheaper than 20 cigarettes, but you'd get about 30 to 40 rolls out of it. And now it's more expensive than cigarettes by far, and you get about the fucking same.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
I decided to make it a minute. 30 seconds was way too short. Should we call it a minute, yeah?
Yeah, well.
Cool. Well done. So that was your Don't Get Me Started on cigarettes.
Interesting.
We'll dot these throughout the show, I think. No point going straight into them now.
No, we'll do Susan later on.
Yep.
So surgery.
Surgery, right?
Do you know what really grinds my gears? Yeah. So
you America.
So surgery and technology has become so advanced nowadays that we can do like the little pinprick incisions and do certain stuff inside
keyhole
bodies.
Surgery. It's
Keyhole. Thank you. We can sort like an appendix out with like a keyhole surgery and do certain things, and obviously we can do not keyhole but smaller surgeries for like hearts and stuff. But regardless of how far we've gone in technology, we still have innies and outies.
Belly buttons.
Yeah. So just cut off the same amount each time.
I thought you only have an innie if you're fat, and you only have an outie if you're skinny.
No, my girlfriend's weird. So my girlfriend has an innie, but she's an outie.
Huge.
She's fucking tiny. My girlfriend is tiny.
She's
7 foot as fuck.
It doesn't matter because they cut it in half and then it just falls off.
You're on about umbilical cords.
Yes.
But surely they try to cut it as small as possible.
It doesn't matter. It falls off. And when it falls off, it's either in or out.
But how does it fall off for? Because I never see pictures of babies and it has the umbilical cord on like that.
You've seen a lot of babies.
Out of hospital, yeah.
In your line of work.
I go there and I have to I stand outside the window. I thought it was just sneeze-proof glass. That's why I was allowed to stand there.
Sneeze-proof.
Sneeze-proof. Like the salad section at a Subway.
That's actually where you find most babies, in the salad section of Subway.
So the answer is, it doesn't matter. It's genetic.
But why can't they just cut off? I understand what you're saying.
They do cut it off.
No, I understand what you're saying. They cut it and then they let the rest fall off. But why don't they just cut it lower down and not need to wait for it to fall off? That's my question.
But what would that achieve?
You can't. It's attached
Ed
to
won't
you.
have innies.
It's attached to you. You cannot. It's actually a hole that's open.
Yeah,
And that's why it's closed.
But
That's what belly button is, a closed
surely
hole.
they can just clamp it, cut it, and then sew it up.
Why would they do that when it falls
We
off
can
naturally?
put a man on the moon, but you're telling me I can't make everyone have an innie?
Pretty much.
We can send a monkey to Jupiter.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
We can make a monkey.
Jupiter's gravity is too high. It would just fucking crush it in a second.
We can send it. I'm not saying it'll live.
All right. Anyone fucking
I
do
pay
that?
my tax like everyone else. All right. Okay?
If I want to see a crush
I
monkey,
pay my
I'm
way.
seeing a fucking crush monkey. I agree.
I think these immigrants coming in, giving us bread.
Coming over here. Cracking our monkey.
It's giving all of outies. I don't see us Brits having outies.
I used to have an outie, but I got fat.
You used to have an outie, then you got fat. I thought it would be you used to have an innie, and then you got fat and became an outie.
No.
Well, what
Because
the
now it
pressure?
just dips in.
What's your the pressure of your stomach whip about? On the way to seeing you, Susan, today, I had the worst pain in the car. Like I thought my appendix was like bursting. It was
Probably
like,
your liver
It was
playing up, mate.
avening. No, it was avening. It was agony.
Avening.
It was agony.
Avon.
And then it was just below my rib cage. I pushed really hard and it hurt, and then it stopped hurting. And then I farted, and I felt great.
You squeezed a fart.
Yeah, I squeezed it, but it was like underneath my ribs, like just at my that's where the pressure was. And I pushed it, and then I farted, and it was fine.
Just a heads up, that's the pain I used to get just before I got liver disease.
Right? Did you fart it away though?
I used to fart and shit. That was the only way I could get rid of the pain. It was like that Kellis song, Cream
Well,
song. What's her
this-
name? Peaches.
This
Green.
Guinness is looking
Put the
less
pain
appealing
away.
every second. Well, I've gummed it down with a bit of Sainsbury's Finest Blackcurrant. Other currants available.
Other shops, maybe? Nope. Okay.
Fuck off.
So, talking about genitals. I believe we were talking about genitals. Umbilical causes type of genital, right?
Same thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, same thing. Both
Cool.
fall off when you become a woman.
You ever named your genitals?
Name for my genitals. Not for my testicles, but my penis is called Thomas the Wank Engine.
That's clever.
Clever.
good.
Very good. I like that. Sam? Nick?
No, I don't have anything.
You don't have a name for your penis?
No.
Can we give you one now?
No.
We're going to. What should it be?
Spaghetti.
Inactive.
That's sad.
Or sane.
Sane.
Which we call it Chernobyl because it used to be really great, but now no one can go near it.
Well, no.
Nick.
Because hopefully that's not.
Nick. Nick.
It's okay,
Nick.
Mr. Flynn. It's okay.
I heard the best advert on the radio the other day. I told Flynn it, and I can't remember word for word because I keep forgetting it. But it went around like this kind of way, yeah. And it was about Easter. So the songs were playing on the radio, then it stopped, and the guy was speaking like a really like low, proper radio man voice, and it was like
summer.
yeah, like I really low. He was like, today we're doing our Easter egg hunt. We've now hid 20 Easter eggs all the way around Chernobyl, and then it like stopped, and you hear like the crackling of radiation. And he goes, "I'd hurry up." That was it. That was the advert.
What was
That was
advertising?
great. Yeah,
Chernobyl
I don't know.
or eggs?
I don't know. I would love to go to Chernobyl.
That's mine and
I'd
Molly's.
love-
If we ever got married, that's where we go for a honeymoon.
I'd love to go
I'd
there.
fucking love it.
I'd love to go see where they got all the original Call of Duty maps from. So, is that where that guy got his arm shot off by that sniper? Is that the tower he shot it off of?
That's already done the 360 NASCAR.
And I've been to Auschwitz. And that
Why?
was a place. I went to see what it was all about.
I didn't really know. I didn't believe them. I thought, fucking pussies. Or everyone's lying to me. I got to see it from my face.
Kind of. Not like that.
How was it?
It was
Nick,
alright.
Nick, the Holocaust denier.
No.
How many
it
showers
definitely
were
happened.
there?
It definitely happened.
Did you see? Honestly, no jokes aside. Did you see like the shower section?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it look like normal? Does it look like normal showers from the inside?
Yes.
Did you see like the outer rim of it, where like I'm guessing would they have like gas canisters to pump
Yes.
through, or
Yeah.
was it
Yeah,
pipeline?
yeah.
See that? So you saw that?
Yep.
So, but is that easy to see?
Yeah.
So you're telling me it's easy to see, but not all those millions of people
No,
saw
no,
that.
It's,
They
just-
didn't
it's
really
easy
have
to see when one, you know what it is. Yeah.
I just had to say gas.
No.
Degas.
It was small tins that they used.
For
I
all
knew
of
that.
them.
Yeah, no, it looked like large canisters of
Paint.
spam. Yeah, paint.
Yeah. So
Oh, it's spam.
nobody would notice, and there were people still on the roof.
What those? Is it 4 tins per shower, or is it 4 tins for all of them? Like what are you saying? 4 tins
per shower?
per shower, 4 tins.
Yeah. But the thing is that you would have no idea if you walked in there. You'd have no idea.
I'll be like, I would though, because
No,
I wouldn't know that was happening, but I would have like something was up. 2 reasons. One, well, the people that are going in the shower, where are they going? All these people are going into the shower. No one's coming out. Yeah.
But nobody didn't know that, did they?
They were
Why
all
would you
divided
that?
up.
But
The
but
idea was they were told they were going to be showered and then taken to work somewhere else. So all the people that lived in the camp believed that they were going off to somewhere else.
no, I know that. But
So
I'm saying,
so that's where they thought they were going.
yeah, I've never known.
Horrible.
I've never known of a shower room that has 2 exits. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
It was
So
industrial, isn't it?
I've never. Have you
It's
seen
a really fucking big place. They don't just
And
sort of
it's sick.
stand on the side.
It's really well thought out.
Okay, no, I
It's
understand.
sick as hell.
But no, I understand. Fair enough. But like you're saying, it looked like paint cans, yeah. You saw them. You obviously don't know what they are, but you can see they're like paint cans, yeah. Well, my first thought would be, hey, Dad, why is there paint cans attached to the showers?
No, that's not how it works.
It works like you think it works.
It looks like showers when you walk in there. Yeah. Then there's small little windows on the roof that they open, and there's actually 4 men that pour it in
Oh, they pour it in from the top.
Yeah.
Oh,
through the roof.
okay, I didn't know that.
And there's like there's that sort of bit where it's all like glass walls and you can see all like the Jew boots and like the Jew
Yeah,
hair and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
I did learned it about that.
I learned.
And fact, occasionally there were like kids and stuff that had survived the gassing. Obviously, they're low down underneath the bodies, so the people would come in afterwards to check who has make sure everyone's dead. If they found any like little children, I think that were still alive because they were below the bodies, didn't die, pick them up from the ankles, and they'd slam them against the wall.
That is
And that is true.
dark.
But that's
Dark.
how they kill them.
It's also very dark that they just kind of sweep them all into a corner and then put them in a furnace.
That's fucking awful.
It's dreadful. It's really bad.
He weren't a really nice guy, was he?
Yeah, it's a fucking choke.
Hitler.
It wasn't just him.
He was the ringleader.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't all his ideas. It came out of everyone. Like they all joined. It was a group. Of
This
people.
is a question. So
It's like a management team.
when-
They had to decide on it.
So the Nazis, when they worked at the camps, did all of them know what was going on, or did some of them not know what was going on that just worked, or didn't work the killing part?
I
You
don't
ever
think all of
watched
them.
Book of Schindler's List?
I don't think so.
Schindler's List?
Yeah.
Schindler's List.
Yeah, I've watched it.
Yeah, it's about some fella who made guns and he made them bad on purpose and that, and like because he didn't agree with what was happening.
Yeah, he
And
hid
then when he
people in his
died, they made him
warehouse.
a ring.
Yeah.
Made him a ring.
Yeah, there was a girl with a red coat. I haven't really watched it, mate. I watched it on fast forward.
I've watched it. It's a good film.
Is it?
Yeah.
Looks long.
It is long.
I was gonna watch
And
it.
you have to be interested. I mean, I watched it when I did my history A level.
What really annoyed me, there was no outtakes. Looked high and low for them.
I love how the fact that we've actually had a serious conversation without a joke,
About
condemning
outtakes.
something. Well, this is the first We Can't All Be Winners show I've listened to / now made,
Yeah.
where you've actually just spent some time condemning something.
All right.
I'd like to just give
Well-
you a round of applause.
Yeah,
Thanks very much. So black people, right?
Reich.
Hey! I made a Auschwitz song once, put it on YouTube, was taken down in 17 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad.
Was it the content or was it just the title?
It was definitely the content.
I don't want you to play it.
I'm never gonna play it. That stuff is buried deep. I also busked with it once and got asked to leave.
So, but
Talk about risky subjects. Should we get started on the attack in London?
that's fine. I want to go back to some topics I've wrote down
I see that as
in
adorable.
a bit.
Do you want to get them out of the way now and we'll come on to the London attack?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Okay.
So, two things. Kind of do the Nazi thing, just before we go too far away from it, and then I'm just being racist by bringing it up in general.
Okay.
Who works? Because obviously the Jews. It was who were the people that the Nazis like targeted? I mean,
Pikeys.
It was travellers,
Yeah. Chippos, like
Jews.
people mentally ill.
mentally ill,
Blacks.
blacks.
Polish in general, I think, were one. Was that right?
They called them Bolsheviks.
Ah.
Was that the
Right.
Polish?
Well, they called them the kind of people that were poor and communist. If you were
Yeah.
poor and communist, Nazis hated you.
I
Oh,
thought
but
it was
you
quite
fucked.
funny. A little segue to that before I'll come
I
back
thought
to this.
what was funny while we're on the subject
No.
of Auschwitz.
No, it was. You know what I mean. So it must have been a few years ago. But in America, some very political people that were just dickheads were like, "Oh, fucking all these like Muslims coming into the country, blah 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 blah. Do you know what we should do? We should all make sure, if we know they're Muslim, to wear like the Muslim symbol." And we're like, "You can't do that." I was like, "Why?" I was like, "The Nazis." You're doing exactly what they did. Exactly what they did. Well, no, it's not because they're not Jews. You're what? Like you're doing. You're putting the Muslim symbol on them so you can identify that they're Muslim. You can segregate them for being Muslim. That is exactly how this all started. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did they only do it to the Jews? Did the gypsies, other people, did they have to wear like a
I
thing?
don't know, but also while we're on, do you know the word kike?
Yes, I know of it.
Do you know where that comes from?
He couldn't pronounce kite properly, and a Jewish guy wouldn't let him have a go. And
False. The word kike happened after the war, And it was when Jewish refugees were moving to America to be integrated back into society. And when they were moving over there, a lot of them didn't have any details, like any sort of anything really, so any past sort of living arrangements, anything like that. So they didn't really have a lot to do, and they never had a signature because they never needed a signature. So when they were moving over to America and they come in through immigrations and they'd have to sign, all the Jews would just sign their name with just a circle. And Hebrew for the word circle is kaika, which then got shortened to kikes by the immigration officers. So they just say, oh, there's a bunch of kikes over there, meaning there's a bunch of Jews over there waiting to come in. And that's where the word kike comes from.
So that's something weird. That can actually bring me on to another topic as well. But so that's something that wasn't meant.
Is it kites?
No, it wasn't meant to be racist, but because it was shortened and used to describe them for so long, has become racist.
Oh, I had this conversation with someone the other day about the word Japs. Apparently, Japs is racist.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I had this conversation with my girlfriend, and this is how it started. So she went up to me and went, we're walking home from the pub, and she was like, do you ever call when you go to Chinese, do you ever call them chinks? And I was like, never.
Horrendously racist.
Yeah, and I went, never. She went, why? I was like, because that's super turbo racist. She was like, why is it? I was like, it's a derogative term for Chinese people. Yeah. And she's like, in Scotland, when they're young, they don't do it, they don't say it racistly, but most Scottish people would say chinks.
Yeah.
Not as in like that guy chinky. They don't say it like that, but they say, "Oh, do you want to go to Chinks for food?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that is kind of thing we do down here.
Yeah, but then we had a discussion about it, and I was like, "It's derogative." And I was like, "That's like all of it. That's like me going, oh, there's a Muslim over there. Do you know what I mean? For a Muslim guy, or there's a Paki over there. Do you know what I mean? It's you shouldn't say it, it's derogative." And she was like, "Why?" I was like, "Because." She was like, "Why?" Because you just shortening the word. I'm like, I agree with you, it's confusing, but I'm guessing because it's been shortened and used derogatively for so long.
Yes, correct.
It's become...
However, chinks isn't a shorten of the word Chinese. I found this out. Chinks is one of those words which isn't come from a shortening of the word Chinese. It's because it's to do with their eyes. Because chink means like a small slit, and that's where it came from, to do that with their eyes. That's where it came, and that also nips. Nips was another word for Japs, and that was, I can't remember what that was.
Didn't know that. Fun fact.
That was a World War II one as well. Can't remember what that was about, where that came from. But yeah, Japs to me was like, it's shortened from Japanese. I've always said Japs. I thought it was the same as saying Brits for a Britain person.
Yeah, it's the same. Like, I think...
And actually, a lot of Japanese people don't get offended when you say Japs. They're fine with it. It seems to be a lot of people who take offence on behalf of them.
I think it's probably mostly like countries that are in war, poverty, like LEDC countries that take a lot of offence to it. I think a lot of higher end countries that are doing well for themselves.
I can't get over this conversation we're having. This is the most grown up.
Right?
Like, come on, talk about your dick. I'm getting sick of this highbrow shit.
Okay, we'll talk about not my dick. Fuck you. We'll talk about
Flynn's dick.
RuneScape.
Genders.
Yeah. So I saw this post someone sent me, and I'm 50% sure it's real or not. I haven't actually gone on the check. In fact, you can go on the check because you can still go on RuneScape.
Oh shit, I'm still paying for my membership.
Yeah, but apparently, when you make an account, you can choose the different genders. And I don't mean it's like female, blah, blah, trans, blah. I mean like there's about 20 different genders to pick from. And first off,
I'm going to Google this now because I'm certain this can't be true.
I
really hope it's not true.
But it's a video game. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, if that was a problem for absolutely fucking anyone, just make so there is no gender. You can't pick a gender. Your character is blank and bold. Do you know what I mean? Like, no hair, nothing, so it's neutral. And then you just make it look like what you want to do. Do you know what I mean? And there's no gender choice. Do you know what I mean? Because
like Little Big Planet.
What?
Like Little Big Planet.
Kind of, yeah. So everything's nothing, and you just choose what it looks like. There's no gender involved. But it's a game. Why would I care if I'm a like one of them was an attack helicopter apparently?
Yeah, this is absolute bullshit.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's nothing about that. It's just still just male and female.
Go on the game and double check them.
How? I got my phone on me. Can't go on
not
phone.
right now, you dillweed.
Okay, I'll go home and check it, but I'm certain that's not true. Because there is only two genders. That's a fact.
Well, I thought it's three. Remember, that's neutral.
Yeah. Apparently there's like 5, but let's be honest, there's 2 genders.
This conversation would never happen like 5 years ago, would it? 5-10 years ago?
No.
I don't know what's going to happen in like when we're long gone in like 50 years time. What's going to be the new thing?
Sorry, how long do you think I'm going to live for?
Definitely not 50 years.
I reckon I'll die at 71.
I'll give you about.
I'll outlive 71.
48.
I'm pushing 100. I reckon.
How long do you reckon I'll live for? I'm going 48.
Ooh,
10? 10 what? 9? 8?
I'm going to go 67.
67? Generous.
This is a lot. Would I have a bet on it? Would I have a very long
Let's
bet?
have a tontine, lads.
I'm still going 48. 48. Anyway, you wanted to talk about...
That's a cunt, so I'm going to fucking live till I'm 100.
I'm going to... fuck you guys, in spite of you, I'm going to live forever.
I am so stubborn. I'm not going to fucking die. You fuck off. That fucks me off, cunt. Right, anyway, let's talk about shit. Yeah, let's go back to what I was going to say. London attacks.
So I missed quite a lot of this because I was at work. So I have a tiny input. I have a lot to say, but actually, like, what I know wise is only like bits here and there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was terrible. It was a tragedy. That copper, so much respect for him.
What did he do? I know he died in the line of duty.
Yeah, but also
I don't know
massive
what he
respect
did.
for the MP who tried to resuscitate him.
I saw a picture. I don't know. I'm really bad at politics. So I knew it was an MP because everyone said so.
I don't know who he is.
But
do you know Sam?
There's a gentleman who didn't run away that was there in the kind of
That's
midst of the moment.
Do you
that
know
tried
who
to help
what the
people.
MP's name was? The one who tried to resuscitate the copper?
No, but I can probably find it out.
That'd be cool, man. Yeah, definitely. Give him a namesake. Give him a shout out. Big up. Yeah, it was terrible and all that, but it also seemed to be like the most half-assed terrorist attack I think I've ever seen. I remember when I saw 9/11 happen on TV. I remember the 7-Elevens. I remember people being in absolute panic because of that.
So we were 11 in it.
It's always on 11, yeah. I just love that. I remember there was that whole thing about like the airport shootings, all these things which have been really high grade. Then there's this fella who's crashed a car, he's run over a few people and then crashed a car and then just tried to run a government building which is heavily guarded with a knife. Like, he could have done some more.
With a knife.
Yeah.
So all this building of all the people with guns.
That's exactly it.
You just bought piss to a shit fight.
That's exactly it. The parable of this is just don't bring a fucking knife to a gunfight.
He may have came up with a fucking... He may have ran at the building holding a Beyblade and just shouted, "Let it rip," and shot the Beyblade at a security guard as he got his dick blown off.
That would be intense. So yeah, he was a... there was a knife man and a not-so-knife man. And the not-so-knife man did a lot of damage. And like I say, he done a few people in. It was not good.
4 dead? 4 dead?
5.
5, including him and the copper.
I was him and the copper.
40 injured.
40? It's gone up.
Yeah,
12 when I first saw it.
Yeah. Because the guy ran a lot of people over, didn't he?
Yeah. Tobias Elwood is the guy.
Tobias Elwood. What a champ.
I like the name, though.
Hats off. Tobias is such a powerful name.
Is that guy who died?
No, he's the guy that he's the MP that tried to resuscitate
Tobias.
the
That's an Irish name, Tobias. Fun fact. I was going to say, so the only thing that pissed me off a bit was I clicked on the picture. It was a picture of the guy who did something that got killed. It was a picture, I'm not sure. It was the guy who got killed or the guy who got shot that survived. But it was a picture nonetheless of our ambulance service trying to keep him alive. And loads of comments were like, "Oh, fucking should have let him die. Fucking, why are you fucking helping him out? He did this and this." I'm like,
job.
They're like the arrogance and all that.
Hippocratic oath.
And this guy was like, "It's not arrogance, it's duty."
Yeah.
That's what they've been trained to do to preserve all life.
That is the Hippocratic Oath.
And even if they did and were dick enough to let him die, that would still be worse because we would need him alive to get more information. Do you know what I mean? Why would you want a guy like that dead?
I know. It's bad.
It's just the public just think. It's just one of those bandwagons people jump on. Like, yeah, he's an idiot and doesn't deserve anything worse than he gets, but you can't have a go at other people for trying to preserve life itself, regardless of...
Yeah, my phone's been playing up this week, and I fucking hate Facebook, so I do my best to stay off it, but I've needed to get in touch with Sam for some work we've been doing. So I've just been, like, going on Facebook to message him, and in doing so, I've ended up like seeing things on my newsfeed, and it's just made my blood boil. It's just this fucking bandwagon people jump on, and it's just it's fucking disgusting. Like, if there's ever a tragedy, first thing to do is like change your profile picture with the colours.
And now we've got
and it's like
the Union Jack, isn't it, everywhere?
Fucking probably.
And pray for London. Or
oh, fucking cancer! It's awful.
Start a GoFundMe or something. Something that actually has an end result. Just changing your picture doesn't do.
But the worst changing your picture and also checking in that you're safe. Those two things are really fucking just shitty things to do. It's like people don't. It's like this certain breed of people who are like, hang on a second, there's a tragedy happening. People are paying more attention to this tragedy than me. I best do this thing so people don't forget that I still exist. I'm still here, guys. Look, I've changed my profile picture. Look how good I am. Fucking hate that sort of person.
Yeah, a lot of people do it, don't they?
Oh, fucking
I've never changed my profile picture for
Ever.
anything. No, well, ever. No, I barely changed it, but I've never changed it for a tragedy because if I was able to do something, I would do something. I've never been able to, essentially.
And change your fucking profile picture. Don't do shit.
That's fucking stupid. The whole of Facebook, like I've kind of lost contact with like memes as well because they're not fun anymore. All like the new school ones are just a picture of a famous person that it gets everyone when a meme becomes famous nowadays. It's one meme. And everyone does the same meme forever, and then next month it's a new one meme. Like back in the old days,
when we had the creamiest of memes.
Like 30, 40 memes at a time, and they were memes not for the sake of being a meme, but they were like reaction memes and things to do different things, you know what I mean? So like, they were comeback memes, reaction memes to start a set, meme to end something, do you know what I mean? They actually were funny, and they did something at the same time, rather than just put a status meme, which just, like the Italian thing, I don't understand. Like, someone made a meme about Italian hands, and that the hand is now everywhere on Facebook. I'm like, I didn't laugh at this the first time, I don't understand how this is funny.
Yeah, trill.
Yeah,
man. So, Nick.
Hello.
Do you want to have a go at this? Don't get me started.
Let's go then. What category do I have?
Anything you want. You pick something you want to have a rant about.
Women.
You have a minute 30.
A minute 30?
Minute 30.
Oh, hold on then. Hold on.
If you want to think, you might want to pause.
You can pause the radio if you want. We'll come back to it. Unless you got something off the bat.
Yeah, let's pause.
Pause it. Go on then. Pause ahead.
Is it fucking...
Okay, so my rant is about PCs.
Political correctnesses.
They're not political correctness, no.
Personal computers.
Yeah, personal computers, yeah.
Morty. Way up your butt. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
A 3, a 2, a 1.
Right, I'm an Apple fanboy, okay, and Macs are the best computers you can buy.
Right.
The other day, alright, and you can laugh, you can shout, you can get really angry at me, but the other day I had to use a PC. I mean a Windows PC. And I tell you now, it's the worst experience I've ever experienced in my entire life. I hate it. I hate every fact of it. Windows is like wiping a lady's vagina on a tissue, yeah, and then putting it in your eyes. That's what it's like. Okay, that's how I feel whenever I use Windows. The fact that everything's backwards, the fact that everything's tiled and all crap and crazy, it literally feels like someone's pissed on my hand and rubbed it around my nose, up my nostrils, like they're fucking going to throw me down a bowling alley, yeah? And then they do throw me down a bowling alley, and then they go, wake up, you cunt, you're going to have to deal with this shit.
Put on a bit of makeup.
But yeah, all of that, okay? And that is usually how I feel whenever I have to use a Windows PC. All I feel like is Bill Gates is sat there speaking about absolutely nothing, sucking bollocks. That's what he's doing. He's sucking bollocks. He's sat there sucking his balls, his own ball bag, doing a filiatio, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, all right.
Filiatio.
Apple sat there with its nice big hard cock, going, "This is the best computing experience you can have." And if I'm honest with you, yeah, all right, it's just so much better. Now, Miles, he brought his PC in earlier to have a look with me. And I'm telling you now,
and you broke it, you dick.
Shit. Hey, I did break it because it's shit. Buy a Mac, you fucker. And that's the end of my fucking rant.
I'll give you $1,000.
Done.
Nice.
It was a second short, so
you get a small slap. So all I took away from that,
no!
All I took away from that was that Sam's got a piss fetish.
And a smell fetish.
I can confirm to the audience that I have neither.
So, before I forget... You burped, made a Rick and Morty. You made a Rick and Morty joke, yeah? So, yesterday, around Liam's house, one of the dream games that me and Shannon were playing, which don't do, by the way, unless you want to get fucked up.
Constantly.
Basically, the game is, watch Rick and Morty, yeah? Every time Rick says Morty, you drink.
Fair enough. Yeah, I could do it.
A lot.
Me and my mates come up with a Big Les Show one, which is every time they swear you drink,
Yeah.
and we were fucking shit-faced in 30 seconds.
But this one with Liam was drinking and then stopped halfway through, yeah? So Liam was like, we're like 5-10 minutes into the episode. We were fucking drinking a lot, yeah? And then I was like, Liam, you missed it. You said it then, and he said it then. We went, oh, just count it for me, and then I'll drink later. I was like, what do you mean? Drink now, dickhead. And it's like, the food's coming on, bloated. I'm like, well, if you're going to drink either way, why does it matter? Do you know what I mean? Like, And we had a little like debate. And I was like, "Well, fuck you. You want to drink afterwards?" Yeah. So the episode finished before his food came, and me and Ryan, I told Ryan how many, every like 10. And I was like, Liam, you have 74 drinks to drink. 74 like mouthfuls, which is about 3-4 cans.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, we've done it. We've done it we've done it through that entire episode.
Cuck.
Why are you not doing it? Why would you invite me around your house to drink and not drink? I don't care. Invite me around your house and just say we'll just chill. Fair enough. But you said we're gonna come to my house, we're gonna have a drink and stuff, and then not fucking drink.
Yeah, it's fuck me.
And then we're playing the game he wanted to play, and half of food he said, I don't want to play, I want to order food. I was like, what's your problem?
Do you remember that time when we were around at Nick's and we were playing that poker drinking game I made? And I don't know why.
The one where I bluffed you up and then had a fucking 3 of a kind at the end. You had 4 pints to neck.
No, it was 3 pints of wine I drank.
Was it?
It's 3 pints of wine.
Straight off the flop, I had 3 of a kind aces.
I had fuck all. I knew I had fuck all. I knew you had good cards. I don't know why, but in my head it was like, yeah, just bluff. Bluff, mate, you'll be fine. And in my head I was like, yeah, if I bluff high enough, he'll think I've got a better hand than he will, not realising he already had a 3 of a kind. And I just went, yeah, I'll bluff. And so I ended up having to neck 3 pints of wine, then walk you home through Brett Hill. King's End, sorry.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah, well, what a fucking scum town that is.
And then Stuart over here fucking puts down like 3 mats underneath our drinking game, so he doesn't want us to spill any drinks. And then he plays the game once and spills his drink.
Look,
and then passes out.
All right. Hey, I didn't pass out, okay? I have a problem with tiredness.
It's called passing
being
out.
tired.
Look, I'm not being funny, okay? It's quite late, all right?
Is it?
It's not. For me, it's late.
It's quite late.
Okay? And I'm sat in the studio. I'm actually falling asleep. Okay, during this entire podcast, I'm dozing off, aren't I?
Just slap yourself in the face. Do like get motivated? Just be like motivated. Do it. I'm gonna start spitting at you if you don't.
Jesus Christ!
I would
man.
laugh if you would have smashed your glass.
Broke your nose.
Just.
Is anybody home? Hey, I'm so sexy. I think we should end this because it's so late in terms of length.
Yeah, it's fine. Kill it.
There's so much length going on here.
Kill it. That's not you then, mate.
No
Okay,
girth.
yeah, kill it.
All right, we'll kill it.
Kill it.
Bye-bye. See you next week. Or whenever this is released. I don't know.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it.
Kill it.
Fuck you. Kill it.
Bye.
Kill it.